The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball. Welcome into the 20th season of the Scholastic Ball Report. We've got a great show for you this week, as we always say. We have a feature from WKYT. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Rowan County Girls Basketball Team. Crown Trophy Special Guest of the Week, Jeff Trame from Covington Holy Cross. From Nicholasville, we have a Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports action. From UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare, Laurie Blunk, trainer from Tate's Creek, is in the house. But we think we know what you want. You want some highlights, don't you? We got it. It's called Game Time with Lee K. Howard, Brian Milam, and Lindsey Goff.
And we begin with an out-of-town ball game. How about a pair of future Wildcats tonight with DJ Wagner and Aaron Bradshaw? The Godfather, John Calipari, walking into the Exum Center to watch with assistant Chin Coleman, Louisville's Kenny Payne there, and a couple of assistants. Milt Wagner, ice. DJ's grandfather. Cal's team on hand to see this one, and it got out of hand early. Camden out running in the first. It's Wagner from the wing for three. It's a 12-point lead already. Then off the lob, Bradshaw the flush. Bradshaw with 21. Combine junior Trenton Flowers, a 6'8 wingman. He holds an offer from UK. The three ball is good. More from Bradshaw. The kick from Wagner. The three ball. Bradshaw showing some range, and Cal trying not to smile. Hey, go ahead. Go for it. One more from Lil Ice. The shot in the lane finished with 18. Camden rolls 80-57 is your final score. Down.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and Snap Deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but two Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get two CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-684-9098. Again, that's 800-684-9098.
National Signing Day is a moment where your hard work pays off in the form of a collegiate career. We had signings all over the city and state today. Over at Lexington Catholic, the Knights had signees with equestrian to lacrosse to swimming to football. The Wildcats getting Lex-Cath All-Stater Max DeGraff. The senior literally did everything for the Knights as a receiver and kicker. DeGraff excited to join Liam Cohen's offense and maybe kick a little as well.
I'm really excited. There's a lot of new pieces coming in and a lot of good players there that can teach me a lot, and I think it'll be a good experience for me. You know, I think my speed and route running is really good, and obviously I think I'm a pretty good kicker. I think I'm pretty developed in that. I think I need to work on my strength a little bit, get a little stronger, but we're going to work on that and see what we can do.
You're better than just a good kicker, young man. The Douglas Broncos coming off the school's first state championship, and today 13 seniors signing to play football at the next level. That makes 16 seniors off this year's team to sign with schools when you count the 3 players which signed in December. Several guys are heading out of state while others staying in the Commonwealth. And just down the road at Bryan Station, 11 seniors signing to play college football following a state semifinal run this season. Wide receiver Damon Green joins the UK football program, says he's eager to be a Wildcat and get to work.
It's been a blessing to ball out with all my teammates over the years, and some of them just with this year. It's been a great journey, and I'm glad to see all my friends signing, and I just can't think, it's just a blessing.
Hello, welcome to the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, the Rowan County Lady Vikings. Matt Stokes is with us. Matt, welcome into the show with a couple of your outstanding players.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having us on. I'm excited to talk about our girls and our team, so we really appreciate this.
What's the makeup of your team this year and so forth?
We got a lot of seniors this year. It's not been very common for us. Usually, this is my 5th year, so usually we only have 1 or 2 seniors. We have 5 seniors this year, so we've got a real veteran group, which has been really helpful for our coaching staff because these girls know what we like to do, what we want to do, especially in practices as far as drills and stuff go. And a lot of times in games, if you watch, especially these 2 will kind of tell us, hey, we need to run this or let's do this. And we've got a lot of trust in them because they've been around us for so long.
Tell us about these 2 players, Haven and Katie, and what they bring to your team. And you just mentioned how they're kind of leaders on the floor for you.
Yeah, these 2, you won't find any 2 girls that work harder. Katie came to us as a sophomore. Her sophomore year, she came to Rowan County. And I always said I'd never seen anybody work harder than Haven, after practice, getting her own shots up. We used to do accountability charts, trying to get girls to come in the gym extra. And then Katie came along, and I feel like Katie actually goes more in the gym than Haven does. They're both a couple of gym rats. They love to be in the gym. But more importantly, they really like working with the other girls. We got a lot of young girls too. We started an 8th grader on our team as a varsity player right now, and these 2 have really taken her under their wing, and they know, like when they graduate, these younger kids have really got to step up and fill a lot of voids, and they've taken upon themselves to really look after all of our younger players.
Let's start with Katie. Katie, where'd you develop this good work ethic in basketball?
Definitely got it from my mom. She definitely pushed me when I was younger, but I don't know, I just always loved it. And when I love something, I'm going to go 100% and be the best I can be at it.
What is your biggest asset, do you think, to the Rowan County basketball team?
Good question. I don't know. I don't really like to talk about myself that much. I think I'm a pretty good shooter, and me and Haven work well together on the court, and that really helps.
What about your academics? How do you develop the academics with the basketball?
Again, from my mother. She said if I did not get all A's every year, middle school, elementary, high school, it did not matter, then I would be grounded. So it's got me here.
She must be a teacher.
No, actually, she's not.
Well, that's even better. Haven, you're a gym rat, as Coach described you. Do you like living in the gym? I mean, I was a gym rat myself when I was in high school, and I just love being in the gym and playing basketball. Does that sum you up?
I do, for sure. I'm also the one, I'm very a humble player. I could have a good game, and I'm still like, I feel like I need to get better. So I'm never like content with anything, and I think that's what drives me to stay in the gym. I feel like there's always something in my game that I have to work on, especially my shooting. I say you ain't gotta shake your head. I already know, but yeah, it's just the constant, just keeping it real with myself, figuring out the things that I continue to that I need to get better at, and just doing those things to get better at it.
How do you balance your strong academics? I can tell you're really smart because you talk so good and you just tell us everything about your team, and Katie did too, and coach. But how do you balance that academics with the sports?
As my mom also says, academics comes first, and so the more the more that you put a focus on that, you just find a balance with it. Stokes also works really well with us. If we have to stay after school to finish an assignment, take tests and stuff like that, he knows that. He knows that the student comes first, and so with that, it helps keeps a balance as well.
That's Coach Matt Stokes and his Round County Lady Vikings on the Ball Report. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Okay, with so many places to buy new appliances, where should you go? A big box store? How about a warehouse club? I don't think so. Go where your neighbors go. P-Rats was voted Central Kentucky's favorite place to buy appliances. Here's why. They have all the major brands at the guaranteed lowest price, low interest financing with options to fit any budget, plus an award-winning in-house service and installation team. Voted Central Kentucky's favorite place for appliances. We're the best in the bluegrass.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
No matter who you cheer for or what the sport,
Clark's Puppet Shop is there to support the young people who play.
Whether it's a snack on the way to the game or restocking on the way home, Clark's is the winning stop. And when you're choosing from drinks, chips, or a one-of-a-kind crispy, crunchy chicken, you'll be a winner no matter what the scoreboard says.
Clark's Puppet Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Good things come to those who wait. Unless you use Distinctive Design Remodeling to upgrade your home, go from fine to fantastic faster than you might think. With this many finished projects, what are you waiting for? Get your project finished faster with Distinctive Design Remodeling.
Charlie did not die from an overdose. Charlie was poisoned.
Websites and social media selling fake medicines may look legitimate, but they're not.
He died in less than 15 minutes after taking the pill.
Any medication not purchased from a licensed pharmacy could be deadly.
No other family should go through this. It's just horrific.
Go to safe.pharmacy. Learn about fake medicine on social media and if an online pharmacy is safe.
Past 2 hours.
Watch WKYT News live and on demand, totally free with no subscriptions. Local news, first alert weather, and original investigations. Stream WKYT for free now.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Special Guest of the Week. He's Jeff Trame from Covington Holy Cross High School. Welcome in, Jeff.
Thanks for having me, Gary. We're like going back in time on the Ball Report back in 1989.
It sure does. We were recently at the All-A. You were there doing it for the Holy Cross webcast, and quite a run by Holy Cross. The girls won the state tournament, and the boys were runner-up. But what a player you have in Jacob Meyer.
Oh, he's incredible, Gary. If you don't get a chance to see him, especially live, you really don't appreciate what you hear. I mean, he can do it all. You know, he's very strong. He's as explosive as I've ever seen. He can dunk it any way you want to dunk it. He finishes with his left hand and his right hand, and he can shoot mid-range jumpers with his right hand as a left-handed player. You know, he shoots over 80% from the free throw line. He's 39% from three. You know, he's the entire package. He's very strong. He knows how to move without the ball. Runs a lot of good backdoor situations, and you know, it's been fun watching him for 4 years.
Is he the best player you've seen up there in that region since Scott Drought as far as a prolific scorer?
Oh, as far as the scorer is concerned, no doubt about it. I mean, last year he led the nation in scoring at 38 a game, and this year he's leading the state again at 34. I think maybe he has a little bit more help than he's had in the past, but and I think he's done a good job of also getting the ball to people he needs to get the ball to.
Well, I know you're doing some broadcasting now these days. How did you get started with that?
Well, when I retired from Kenton County, I had a chance to do some substitute teaching at Holy Cross, where I was, of course, 14 years as a coach and 11 years as a teacher before I went to Scott. So the next year they asked if I could come on part-time. So I'm a part-time teacher, and Terry Niehaus does the radio, internet radio, and he asked me to help out, and I really, really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It keeps me involved with what's going on. And you love being around young people, and you love seeing them have the experiences. That obviously this past weekend was awesome.
Well, I'd be remiss if I let you get away and I didn't ask you, with all your expert knowledge about the 9th region, talk to us about that region in basketball, football, volleyball, how strong it is.
Well, in all classes, Northern Kentucky and in the 9th region area, they have quite a few state champions. And of course, starting with Beechwood and then going all the way up to the highest at Simon Kenton, it has some tremendous success, and everybody in between, the Cub Cats, the New Cats. I'm sure I'm missing some there. Volleyball. Yeah, Highlands. How can we forget them? But volleyball, St. Henry and Notre Dame has dominated over the years, ever since it got started in the 70s. But Holy Cross, we've been in there a couple times. But Julia Hunt, she's going to be going to University of Washington, and she's only a junior, and she's going there to play volleyball. And she is just a joy to watch. She is very humble. She's always smiling. She's everybody's favorite player. Even the other team, they love her too. So it's neat to be around that.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff, from Covington Holy Cross, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Thank you, Gary. Thanks for having me.
That's Jeff Trame from the 9th region and Covington Holy Cross High School on the Crown Trophy Special Guest of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Let's take a look at our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Bryan Station at Sayre in the first play of the game. Station's Amari Owens will get the pick, goes the other way for the easy basket, then Bryan Station applies the pressure, but Sayre breaks the heat. The nice pass over to Grady Johnson for the layup. That is one heck of a way to start the game. So congratulations to Amari Owens and Grady Johnson. You are the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, it's easy. Go to forthepeople.com and go to verdicts and settlements to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This new Rally's chicken tender sandwich is for Keisha. Her day is loaded up. So we loaded fry seasoned chicken tenders and pickles on a toasted bun. Or make it a club with cheese and bacon. That's full tilt. Rally's new chicken tender sandwich or club.
Gothamites have a new generation of protectors.
Their new heroes are also their most wanted fugitives.
You almost revealed yourself to the entire world. I had it under control.
I might be pregnant.
How?
Clark.
We have to stick together.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Superman and Lois, Gotham Knights. Premieres Tuesday, March 14th, only on the CW.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report for the UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare segment. Today we have athletic trainer Laurie Blunk from Tates Creek High School to talk about instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. Welcome in, Laurie.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Let's start with describing exactly what instrument-assisted mobilization is.
So instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, or for the purposes of tonight, we'll go ahead and talk about cupping and scraping. A lot of people are familiar with these or have seen it in the media, but basically what it is if you think of a form of deep tissue massage, only instead of using our hands, we're using different tools to accomplish this instead. We use it for multiple different reasons, one of which is kind of loosening up soft tissue. So there is a layer of connective tissue that's underneath your skin and that sits on top of your muscles. Sometimes your body can kind of get that a little bit out of whack, whether it's from scar tissue from a surgery or an injury, or just kind of some overuse. It can get kind of sticky and gummy under there. So we use these tools to kind of help loosen up that tissue and also increase blood flow to the area, which is going to aid in recovery because that blood's going to bring nutrients into the area to kind of help with healing.
Well, you answered my next question, which how it's administered, but is this a new procedure for athletic trainers to administer?
Not really. It's cupping has been around for a really long time. Athletic trainers are starting to use these modalities more and more. They're kind of gaining popularity recently, but the techniques themselves have been around a really long time.
So describe when it would be used.
A lot of times we'll see athletes will come in after an injury or they're just struggling with feeling like they're stretching all the time, but they're just so tight. They can't ever seem to kind of loosen things up. So we'll use these techniques to kind of aid in that process. Or sometimes they'll have a knot in the muscle or what we call a trigger point, and we can apply the cups or the scraping tools on there to try to loosen that up and give them some relief from that pain.
So what can an athlete expect to feel like during it or even afterwards?
A lot of people get kind of apprehensive when they see us bring the tools out. They look kind of intimidating. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It can be a little bit uncomfortable. Depending on the techniques we use, some treatments are more uncomfortable than others. For example, with the cupping, the larger the cup, typically the easier that's going to be. The smaller the cup, the more tension in a small area, so it can be a little bit more uncomfortable. A lot of people have seen the marks or bruising from cupping. That's not something that we always try to achieve with treatment. That's typically not even necessary. If you do develop redness or bruising from the treatment, you might be a little bit sore following the treatment for a day or two, but that'll typically go away. Most of my athletes, even if they struggle getting through a treatment and they say it's uncomfortable, they typically will get so much pain relief and feel so much better afterwards that they're coming back to us asking for another treatment.
Do trainers have to have any special certification to administer it?
You don't have to have any special certification for the cupping. There are different scraping techniques such as Grafton, where you do have to be Grafton certified in order to do it, but there's other routes besides Grafton to get that certification in the scraping techniques.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Laurie, for that important information on instrument-assisted mobilization with soft tissue and for being on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Thanks for having me.
That's it from Laurie Blunk from UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare, keeping us healthy for all high school contests. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Now, we have seen a power shift within the 11th region with Douglas replacing Scott County in that upper tier in the region. The Broncos' last loss of the season was in Georgetown, December 10th against Great Crossing. And, well, we go to Georgetown tonight. 16 straight for the Broncs if you're counting. Brown gets the turnover, layup on the other end. He had 9 and 6 tonight. We're off and running. Ty Webb, no. Little bounce pass to Kai Simpson. Simpson gets the bucket. He had 7. Simpson, 4-3. Yes. Douglas takes the advantage, and then Eli Moody gets the second chance points for the Birds. But Douglas keeps that winning streak alive, 68-46. Lafayette made a stop by Ching's and Crank and Boom on their way to LCA tonight. Vince Sanford said, nah, not really, just kidding. The Generals trailing by a couple of buckets, but Peyton Pritchard cannot leave the man in the corner open. Hits the 3, Pritch had 8. One good 3 deserves another. The Eagles swing it around the corner to Connor Martin, and the senior dials it from deep, team high 14, then LCA with the quick hands. Hagan Preston. He had 3 moments of thievery tonight, and he connects on the tough runner. He had a dozen. Eagles win a close one. 58-54 is your final.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology, many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not 1, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-684-9098. Again, that's 800-684-9098.
Well, that's our show for this week. Join us next week for another show of the Scholastic Ball Report that features high school athletes. As always, special thanks to the Scholastic Ball Report team. Press Spins King of Stream, William Warfield. Joel Clace, our director of WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. And also the WKYT sports staff of Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Gall. And remember, for those you see and you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.